Hey guys, welcome back to Enlightened Turtle. It's your host Kev here. So I've just finished the editing for the latest video, which is going to be a series of videos because there's absolutely too much information to put into one video, and the longer I researched, the more I came to understand that this is a big undertaking, and I understand why so many researchers who look into this field end up writing books, because I myself could probably write 2 books off the information I've read the past few weeks. I think about 6 or 7 weeks now I've been in pretty intensive study in my spare time, reading books like this thick, say Imam Wilkins, Wilson and Black. Here there's a whole plethora of researchers out there with so much information, so much data, and that's just modern researchers. To fully understand where they're coming from, you have to then start to learn the actual source materials, such as the Iliad, written by Homer, who we do not know if Homer was a real person. I touch on it briefly, but we will look at that in later videos. We touch on Darius the Phrygian, who has a version and an account of the Trojan War, which is so different from Homer, which we'll find out in the video. And I'd never heard of him before. No one had ever referenced him, mentioned him or anything until I came across Imam Wilkins' book and he references him. So I managed to find a PDF of Darius's writings and go through there. So we look at that as well. And yeah, so we cast a big net and we tried to pull in as much information as we could. And we started by putting a foundational video in place, which is what this is going to be. And obviously this is just to let you know that when you watch the video, there's a lot of information in there and it might seem quite sporadic, but what it is, it's me trying to lay the foundations and build a picture. And then we look at the geography and stuff like that in this part 1. So hope when you watch it to the end, because there's a lot of information that ties in. And yeah, I hope you're all having a good day. Hope you all have a great holidays, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and all the best for 2023. And stay tuned, because like I say, this is just part 1 and it took a lot of time to do the groundwork to get the brain up to standard to be able to produce this video. You will not hear my voice in the video. I'm going to use an automated system which I paid for, so hopefully it's not too bad. And yeah, like I say, stay tuned, because there's so many more videos that are going to be coming down the pipeline in 2023. I have had major disputes with YouTube over the last few weeks, trying to shut my channel down and demonetize me and all kinds of stuff, but I think I might have managed to sort that out now, so the channel will not be a total write-off, which is what I thought it would be a few weeks ago. So yeah, like I say, it's been a mad year, many ups and downs, made many friends, unfortunately lost friends. I'd like to mention again, obviously, the legend that is Ross Broadstock, and I hope you didn't hear that, but you probably did. Yeah, Ross, the legend, who unfortunately passed away. It was a great loss to the community. He had his own community, Britain's Hidden History, which I'd like to say has been a key component for me. I only came across Ross and Britain's Hidden History around February of this year, so less than a year ago. And I believe my knowledge it's expanded tenfold, exponentially. And Ross was a very important component and very important person for that. He helped me get rid of a lot of ideologies and focus on certain things. Now, unfortunately, I'm banned from the Britain's Hidden History group, which I never thought it would be. Apparently it's to do with the fact that the Enlightened Turtle is not welcome in the Britain's Hidden History group, due to not having my face as the profile picture and not having my name as the profile title, which I thought was a bit silly, but it's not my platform, it's not my group. What can I do? It's a shame, because like I say, I'd met so many good, interesting, cool people in that group who I had open dialogue with still, who had never sent friend requests or anything like that. So I've got no way of communicating with them. I can't remember what the names were and stuff like that. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm no longer part of that group. But it is a very, very important group in terms of study of British history, obviously Brutus, migrations. And I know there's a lot of people who put a lot of Welsh information on there and think it's almost like it's a Welsh group, and kind of dismiss a lot of like the Scottish folklore, English folklore, and a lot of the other tales and ideologies, even different nationalities' beliefs. Excuse me, because not everyone reads the same source material, and even people who do read the same source material can come up with different conclusions and have different ideologies, which is why I loved it so much, to be honest, because the information there, it come thick and fast. You could get total different ends of the spectrum in one comment section, which I thought was fantastic, especially for expanding the mind and trying to break things down at a more intimate level, if you will. So yeah, unfortunately, it's a great loss for me to obviously to lose Ross, who was a big inspiration and a person who I was developing a good working relationship with. We weren't friends or anything like that, and he probably had 10 million people who he was closer with. Alas, we both kind of had an eye to the future. He knew I was quite new to the community, knew I was quite new to the information, and he was very helpful in helping me level up, if you will, for hopefully like potential future collaborations or maybe something along that line. Not so much on his platform, but maybe I could have helped doing editing, or just helped out more with the actual body of work and the body of research, which is vast. It's so vast. There's so many different layers, so many different connecting points that have not been established yet. And he was probably the number one guy that I came across in the modern era. There's a lot of authors and things like that, your Wilson and Blackett even, but they're kind of phasing out now, if that makes sense. And there's a whole new wave of thought that's progressing in the community, because we've got all these bodies of works, Wilson and Blackett, Iman Wilkins, Marshall Abrams. I'd like to give her a great shout out, because she's been a great help. She put me onto Iman Wilkins himself and a number of other researchers and authors, as well as her own research and her own work, which has been very helpful, which there's not too much information in this video, but she will be coming into the videos as we move through, along with all the other authors that I reference and mention. Alas, I think I'm waffling on a little bit long now, and I can see this video's been running for nearly 8 minutes. We're just over 8 minutes. So again, I'd like to thank anybody who's been part of my channel, my community. The last few months have been pretty slow in terms of output of videos and content, but if you watch back one of the older videos, I did say I was about to go into this area of research, and I knew it was quite big, the undertaking. I just didn't realise how big it was. So yeah, please stay tuned. Thank you all again. My heart goes out to you all. Thank you very much for sticking around and liking, sharing, commenting on any of my videos. It's massive to me, and onwards and upwards. 2023, it's going to be a big year. Got so many ideas, so many plans moving forward, and most importantly, these videos, I think these are the most important videos I will have done on my channel, in terms of compressing and condensing so much knowledge and information into a structured way of thinking. Reading books and things like that, I actually am becoming a better reader because of the amount of reading I've been doing. My eyesight isn't getting any better, but me reading and me understanding is becoming so much greater. But not everyone has time to read a 400-page book that's like 1,000 words on a page or something. It can be quite tedious and laborious and quite fatiguing, really, if I'm being completely honest. But the video format is so much more accessible. People can sit down, they can, like with this video, if people do not want to engage the visual content, which isn't great, I try and do my best, but a lot of the imagery that you want to put into these kind of videos doesn't exist on Google really. It's very hard to source these visuals for things thousands of years ago that no one wants to discuss in the mainstream. So, but yeah, if people aren't interested in watching any of the visual content, I'd like to think that they'd find a way. You know, I won't say here how, but there's ways in which you can extract audio from video content and just listen to it. And I want to put enough information into it that you might have to listen to it 2, 3, 4 times to get all the information, but nice and condensed. So maybe if you go for a long walk, a jog, in the gym, whatever, have a little download, have a little listen. But again, I'm waffling on. I could waffle all day. I apologise. In 2023, we might start to see some live stream action because I'd love to engage more with the people out there who are interested in this kind of research, these topics of. I'll leave it there. I'm going on. Okay, but I love you all. I hope you all had a great year and I hope you get everything you want for Christmas, and 2023 is a fantastic year for you. Love you all. God bless. Peace.